Hello, Cancer. My name is Cassandra. I'm the witch, the spiritualist, the founder and creator of Magic of Eden. Thank you all so much for coming on to this video. I set the intention that this reaches who needs to hear it at this moment. I set the intention that this video resonates with those who need it the most. This video is for Cancer, and I feel immediately like there's a sense of like quiet, and I'm hearing to listen, like to listen to the sounds of nature. This feels very magical. This feels like mysticism. This feels like witchcraft. This feels like all the sorts. But what I'm also feeling and hearing is that there's a need to use magic for healing purposes. That's what this feels like. Like it feels, I don't know, like it feels very mystical. Like it feels ritualistic. I don't know why it feels like very ritualistic. If you guys hear anything upstairs, of course it's because my kids are upstairs, so yes. And of course, them being young kids, they make noise and things like that. So anyways, we're just gonna go ahead and continue. I feel like with you guys, there's an element of magic, but there's also this need for oh man, you guys are really, I just want to flip your cards around. You were once at a state of disempowerment. You are now moving forward into something more prosperous, tying up loose ends. Tie up loose ends. Forgiveness is key. Don't lose track. Spirit, why are these coming through? Seek counsel. Oh my God, the magician is here. I'm telling you, I think magic is, I'm telling you guys, I really feel this need to talk. There's this element of magic that's coming through here. And you guys, literally, we just pulled the magician card. Like, this is bringing me to literal magic, and you working your magic to bring, wow. Okay, listen. So I am a witch, I am a spiritualist, I'm all of that. That's just what it is. That's just who I am. Like, you know, like, I'm a witch, like, and I'm proud to be a witch. And I know that witchcraft is a way that not only that I dive into, like, witchcraft and magic is how I tap into my mind, but it also helps me heal. It's what brings me healing. It's what keeps me grounded. It's what keeps me connected to myself. It's what keeps me connected to the universe, in a sense. And witchcraft and magic has always, and my intuition have always led me to the right reasoning. And I will never stray away from that. So this feels to me like there is something about magic being done. I'm hearing the word warlock, and I'm hearing the word witch. I'm hearing the word sorcery. I'm hearing the thing. It's all of these different elements, these deeper elements. Like, the deeper you dive into this, you know, magic, mysticism, and things like that, the more you find healing. And I really do feel what I'm hearing is that you're using magic to make things right. You're not using your magic against anyone in a harmful way, but you're using it to bring justice, because more than likely you're someone who has dealt with a narcissist. You've dealt with someone who, and I don't mean to use that term very loosely, but this person is a legit narcissist. If it feels like this person could also be someone who was a liar, it feels like this person that you're dealing with is very deceitful. Like, I'm hearing the word deceit. Like, they're very deceiving. And I truly do feel like they're creating this illusion. Sorry about that, you guys. I had to go check on my kid because he was bumping upstairs, and I didn't want you guys to hear that. But as I was saying, it really does feel like, Cancer, you were more than likely dealing with someone who, what I'm hearing is that you were dealing with someone who was like a narcissist, someone who creates illusions and things like that. But even more so from that, what I'm hearing is that it's time for you to start to get out of this element or this deep sea of overwhelming emotions, because as someone that draws power from their emotions, Spirit is saying, I need you to start looking up a bit more because you've got your head down. Contrary to the last reading, I think it was Gemini, yes. In Gemini's reading, they were looking up too much. You, in a sense, are looking down too much, meaning that you're looking down into the deeper aspects or the darker aspects of your emotions. But what I'm hearing Spirit say is like, now it's time for you to use this same time to go to look up, but to also understand that that right now you're at a time in your life where you're being led to the mysteries of life. Because what I'm hearing is that your suffering led you here. It's like your suffering in a sense has triggered this awakening in you, and in a sense, as a part of that awakening, it's time for you to start traveling deeper into magic. Now, this doesn't always have to look like actual ritual or actual magic, because to be honest, in my opinion, everything is ritual, everything is magic. So this could be you reading more, this could be you studying different things more, this really is just you tapping into your power. This is you reclaiming who it is that you are, because you were lost in and suffering. And now Spirit is saying, I need you to reclaim your power now. You need to get your power back. Because as a person who more than likely, wears their feelings and emotions on their sleeves, now it's time. Spirit is saying, I need you to now use that more intensively. I need you to start using your emotions in a way that is productive for you, so that you can manifest healing and love in this life. This feels to me that you are moving more into a place where you're becoming more open to love. You are open to the mysteries of life. You are open to the wonders of life. And I do feel like Spirit is like, what I need you to do is I need you to sit still and sit in silence. The Hangman, remember earlier I said that there was a need for silence. The Hangman came out here. The Hangman, to me, is a moment of silence. It is a moment. It's the state where you're just sitting and you're observing things. You're sitting, you're observing, and you're looking at them and you're watching them play out as they are. And in a sense, what I'm hearing is that it's okay for you to detach for the sake of observation. Like, detach from the suffering for the sake of observation. But not even just that. This, to me, with the Four of Pentacles, with the Four of Cups is coming out here too, is like, what is it that you're like? What is it that you're holding on to? What is it that you feel that you're afraid to lose? Like, what have you got to lose? The Spirit is asking, what have you truly got to lose? If you decided to let go and to dive deeper into this, what do you truly have to lose? Because what you think you have to lose, that in itself is an illusion as well. You're not losing anything here. With Justice here, you're not losing anything, but you're gaining clarity. You're gaining confidence. You're gaining love. You're gaining wisdom. You're gaining healing as a result of you deciding to travel, to go deeper into yourself and deeper into who it is that you are to your core. This is, again, it's bringing me, for whatever reason, to witchcraft, sorcery, to warlocks, to magic. It's bringing me to all that. And of course, with the Six of Pentacles here, what are you giving into? Like, what are you feeding? What are you, what are you contributing? Like, what is your role in are you contributing to your suffering? And in what way, or how are you? I'm stuttering because I'm getting so much information right now. For those of you guys that know, y'all know what time it is. This is a channel. Spirit is saying, I need you to tap back into your most authentic self. Because you were in a realm of suffering, you have disconnected with who you are. It is time to reconnect. It is time to plug back in, to tap back into who it is that you are. This is an encouraging message. This is Spirit saying, I see you and I'm here to pick you up and to help you levitate so that you can come up for air and breathe for a moment. Breathe for just a moment. And when you dive back in to whatever this unknown or whatever this area or territory is, you're doing it with full-blown confidence. You are doing it with wisdom. You are doing it with honor. You are doing it where you are unfuckwithable, is what I'm hearing. The word that just came through was unfuckwithable. To be honest with you, this is you no longer giving power to defeating situations. You are no longer giving power to the things that keep you anchored to feeling as though you're being depleted. I feel that some of you guys are people who have seen death up close in very real fucking ways, and you've been around death for so fucking long that spirit is like, now I need you to start to see what life is like. I need you to see what the polarity of death will be life. The opposite of death is life. Your life has been depleted because you have been suffering, because of your circumstances. Spirit is saying, I need you to use your power, to use what it is that you have available to you to bring more favorable circumstances to you. Spirit is like, I need you to see the love of life that I have waiting for you. Like, you've been suffering for way too fucking long. You have the power, so it's time for you to start tapping back in. With the Star card here and with the Magician card, this is empowerment being reclaimed. Like, you are reclaiming power. You are reclaiming it through magic, through ritual work, through all these, through ritual. Every day you wake up, you tell yourself, I am that witch. I am that sorcerer. I am that warlock. I am that bitch. I am that person. I am it. I am everything that I need and more. I am the universe. I am one with that. Speak affirmations to yourself. I am reclaiming everything that has been lost, that I feel that I've been missing out on. I have seen too much death. I have seen it all. I am coming back into alignment with these things. The Two of Cups is here for you. I am realigning with everything that it is that I am to my core. I have seen so much death, so much absence of life, so much decay, and it's time for me to start living and using that as nourishment to get to a place of fulfillment. That's what this message is about for you, Cancer. Let them go. Forgiveness is key. Forgive them for what it is that they did, because to forgive them is not you doing it for them. You're doing it for yourself. You're forgiving for the sake of you, for the sake of you understanding that you are worthy of no longer suffering. Because when we suffer, we are literally sitting in old memories that still have an attachment and a claim on our bodies, that have an attachment and a claim to our souls. We are cutting these soul ties of suffering with these things and people. We are breaking addiction. We are breaking away from the things that kept us anchored from reaching our divinity. That is the message that Spirit has for you right now, Cancer. I wish that you could feel the passion, and I hope that you can feel the passion, because this feels so powerful. There is so much power in setting intention. There is so much power in ritual work. There is so much power in magic. There is so much power that awaits you if you decide to tap into that shit right now. That is your message, and I stand on that with all of me, man. Like, with all of me. Caution, wisdom, cleansing, transformation. Like, this is a baptism. This is you being reborn and stepping into high priest magic, man. Like, you are tapping into yourself. This is the reason why you've seen all this shit up close. Because death, in a sense, for you had to not become desensitized, but you've had to see this shit as a part of your journey. Check your 8th house placement. You may be a Cancer with a Scorpio with a scorpionic placement, a very heavy scorpionic placement. Very heavy Scorpio energy here. Very heavy Scorpio energy, man. And then you have forgiveness. I can't make this shit up, you guys. Like, I can't fucking make this up at all. I can't make this up. And I will never make anything up. As you guys know, I will never make up anything to sound cool or anything. But this message to you, I swear I really do feel like this is a reclaiming of some sort. Like, oh man. High Priestess of Water is here. We have honesty with fire. I love that. Into the unknown. Intention. Commitment. I'm telling you guys are going into are in a space where you are moving more with intention. You are navigating through the shadows using your intuition, because your intuition is the light that leads you to the darkness. That is the reason why you see death up close so much, is so that you can learn how to tap into your core being, so that you can become stronger emotionally and know how to use your emotions in a way with more intention. You're moving more with intention. And when you decide to move more with intention and you forgive yourself for your mistakes and forgive other people, that is true strength is in your forgiveness. And I'm telling you guys, like, and when you decide to forgive, you are no longer looking back unless you turn into a pillar of salt. You are not looking back to be bitter. You are not going to look back to retrace those steps and to dwell in these old memories of pain, because that is suffering. It is an old memory of pain that we are giving power to. You are withdrawing yourself from that. You're unplugging from that and you're plugging into something else. That's what I do feel. And with the high priestess of water, things do change. Water takes the form and the shape of whatever it is in. It will take the shape of a cup. It will take the shape of whatever the mold is. And so you, like water, are changing, are adapting to the changes of life. You are adapting to what it is that is surrounding you in a way that benefits you, but also benefits others. You are going to be a beacon of light for other people. Mark my fucking words. I'm not kidding. You guys are going to be such strong fucking spiritual leaders. I'm not kidding. Because spirituality is the fundament. It is the building block that supports your goals in life. I stand on that with the highest of fucking integrity, and I stand in that with my core, with my heart space. Like, this also is bringing me to the womb space. So connect with your children, connect with the child within yourself, connect with your womb space, eat food that are going to nurture your womb in the stomach region as well. Make sure you keep a lookout for any type of reproductive issues. Make sure that you are getting your checkups and things that you need and things like that. But to be honest with you guys, remember to always, always, always be in a space where you are appreciated, where you're allowing yourself to tap more into yourself, where you are letting yourself just be. Remember that, because you have the fucking power. You are the powerhouse that creates. You are connecting with everything. You are connecting, and don't forget to reclaim your fucking confidence. Suffering is not the end all be all for you. You suffered enough. It's time for you to start getting more into accepting the fact that you're reclaiming. Use your magic to reclaim. Use your magic to bring balance, to bring tranquility, to bring peace. You're not using your magic for evil. You're using it to bring things to equilibrium. I also just heard to return that shit to sender. Return it to sender. Someone was doing magic on you, then do what you got to do. Like, I'm not one to sit here and be like, oh, all love and light. No, I'm not going to sit up here and tell you that. What I am going to tell you, though, is to do what you have to do to protect yourself. If you are someone who has the ability to use love and light as a form of protection, in a sense where you understand and acknowledge that you have a shadow and that your shadow is a part of you, then by all means. But if you are someone that's like, oh, if you're one of those people who, I'm coming for whoever I need to come for right now. But Spirit is like, look, like, if you are somebody that is all love and light and fluff and butterfly and rainbows, and you do not acknowledge the shadow, you don't acknowledge that is to deny a part of yourself. And how can you be whole unless you understand the contrary? In order to understand wholeness, you must integrate the shadow somehow. And I'm not saying for you to inflict that on people. What I am saying is that you can learn from the shadow. You can, as long as you're not operating from a wounded space, then that's different. But I'm not going to turn this reading into that. That's not what this is about. This is about you making sure that you are protected. You are making sure that you are walking in alignment with who it is that you are. You are protecting yourself. You are moving intensively. You are allowing yourself to return anything that was negative to you back at the original sender. You're giving that shit back. You're giving them their shit back. Come get your shit is what I heard. Come get your shit. Like, that's what this feels like. Come get your shit, and I meant that. And don't come back. Like this. Cancer, I love you guys. I hope that this message resonates. I hope that whoever needs to hear it, I really do hope that it does resonate, you guys. I love you guys as always. You guys can follow me on Instagram at Magick of Eden. You guys can visit the website magickofeden.com. I will make sure to link everything down in the description box. I love you guys, and remember your message. Listen to this as many times as you need. I love you all. Have an amazing day.